各位记者朋友，大家上午好，欢迎参加
Questions from the press. Let's take a listen.
The second members corridor of the second session of the 14th CPPCC. We are here at the Great Hall of the People, inviting members of the CPPCC to answer questions from the media. Now the floor is open. Please bring on the first batch of members. Please introduce yourselves. Good morning. I'm a member of CPPCC. My name is Zheng Jun. I come from the number 2 Normal College of Hubei Province. My name is Zhang Haihua. I come from Harbin. I'm a member of CPPCC. My name is Huang Baorong. I come from the Gansu Provincial Department of Industry and Information. Now the floor is open for questions. First question, please. Thank you very much. I'm with CMG. My question is to Zheng Jun. In a government work report, it was pointed out to build a high-quality teachers team. Normal schools and colleges, they are the productive center for teachers. In your standard, what is a good teacher and how do you cultivate good teachers? Thank you for your question. Each and every one of us have our own standards of a good teacher. We always remember the good moments that we have spent with our teachers. Teachers, they are quite influential. We have more than 10 million teachers across the nation supporting and teaching more than 300 million students. And they also involve the concerns of more than 800 million parents. Teachers are respected across the society, and our families and our society need good teachers, and good teachers, they are just around us. In 2023, Hubei launched a campaign of selecting the best teachers around ourselves, and we have selected numerous good stories about good teachers which have touched tens of thousands of households. And those are the unsung heroes behind us, and they have the students in their mind. They're willing to overcome difficulties and take responsibilities. They are the masters of our students, and they have shouldered the spirit as educators. And we had a teacher whose name is Wang Zhijun. He is from Qingyang of Hubei Province. He takes the school as his home, and for decades he was rowing the ferry for his students. And in his home village, there were 46 students who ended up in the college. But time and again, he had given up opportunities to teach in urban areas. He shouldered up the dream of those rural students to go out of the mountains. So it is very fortunate for one person to have a good teacher. It is also a glory of a school to have good teachers. No matter it is the doctors, engineers, or craftsmen in the future, or astronauts, scientists, and drivers, and the talents of our society in the future, they all require great teachers. At present, without good teachers, there is no good education. We have to cultivate good teachers with good education. Normal schools and universities, we are the main force in cultivation of good teachers, and we are supporting higher education as well as basic education. In our practice, we have established a comprehensive and full-dimensional teacher training system, forming a community of joint education and cultivation for teachers. We invited middle school and primary school teachers to campuses of universities, and we also bring college graduates to middle school and primary school. normal colleges over the years have cultivated a great number of teachers across the society. Hu Tingqing, who is a college graduate of ours, she became an English teacher in Anmatang of Hubei province. And after graduation, she has to work as a teacher and travel and commute 30 to 40 kilometers per day. And she said that she's working so hard today because one day her students can have bigger dreams realized tomorrow. Respecting the teachers has been a fine tradition of ours, and this year we're going to celebrate the 40th Teachers' Day. I want to say that as long as we can work together as one society, as long as we advocate the fine tradition of respecting teachers, then teachers will become a job of envy. Because with good teachers, we can have good education. With good education, we can have a stronger China. Thank you very much.
Next question.
举手示意。好，东西这位白色衣服的戴眼镜的女记者。
谢谢主持人。经济
Thank
日报
you.
记者提问。
From
请
Economic
问张海
Daily,
华委员，
and my
这个
question
冬天
goes to
耳冰火
member
了
Zhang Haihua.
您认为
This
这种现
winter,
象级的冰雪热
Harbin
带给我
was
们哪
popular.
些启示？
What are the
新形势下
enlightenments we
如何
can
用好机遇
derive
优势
from
推动
your
东北
experience
全
of
面振兴
tourism
谱写
to
新篇章
support
谢
the
谢
rejuvenation in northeastern China and open a new chapter of your economy? Thank you for the question. Today, I would love to take this opportunity to share with everyone here in the Great Hall of the People, and to thank every one of you for your visits and your support of Harbin. Thank you for your interest in Harbin, in the ice and snow-based tourism and northeastern China's economic rejuvenation. We hope to dig deeper into our economic development and to present a more popular image. For example, the penguin used to be the ambassador for Harbin's tourism last year. And in the winter time on the streets, we have welcomed a large number of visitors. And northeastern China's industrial bases are concerned by a large majority of the people. And right because of the joint efforts of the civilians, the governments, we could support the rejuvenation of the industrial bases in northeastern China. This year is also a hopeful year. Harbin became popular thanks to the ice and snow-based tourism, and we hope that we could get off to a good start in the entire northeastern China. And the Central Strait and the Harbin Great World welcomed a large number of tourists, allowing us to witness the pickup of China's economy. And for Harbin, there will be new events to be held, and we will shoulder more responsibilities as a new IP carrier, and we are more confident that the ice and snow world will also be the gold and silver mountains, and we hope that with our efforts we could better support and underpin the full rejuvenation of northeastern China, which boasts the industrial bases and a unique geographical location. We are an important industrial base and the barn of grains in China. Also, we are home to a large number of research institutes and higher learning institutions. We must tap into those potential and shoulder our due responsibility so as to break a new trail of high-quality growth and sustainable rejuvenation. Because of our popularity, I think our economy will be more promising. This year will be the 30th year of the implementation of the strategy of Northeast rejuvenation. So starting from this winter, we are convinced that if we rally together, we will surely contribute to the new journey of the national rejuvenation with new achievements to be made. Last winter, we have welcomed visitors from Taiwan, China to experience the happy time here. And when they left, they lingered on this tourist spot. And I sincerely invite them to visit us again in the summer vacation. And I will show you the cranes. So, dear friends, I will be here waiting for you in Heilongjiang. Thank
谢谢
you.
张委员。
Thank you very
请
much,
记者提问。
Madam Zhang.
请
Next
记
question,
者示意
please. Please raise your hand if
好
you，have
请
a
那位穿
question.
米色衣服的女记者提问。
谢谢主持人。
Thank you.
新华社记者
I'm with
黄
Xinhua
宝荣委
News
员
Agency.
黄
My
委员
question
您
is
来
to
自西
Huang
部老工业
Baorong.
基地甘
So
肃。
you are from the
在
old
您看来，
industrial
在
base
西
of
部老
China,
工业
which
基
is
地甘
Gansu
肃这样一
province.
个
In your
传统
eyes,
产业占比较大的地方，
Gansu
应该
is
如
a
何进
place
行
with
新
a
工业化？
high proportion of
新工业化
traditional
到底
industry.
在哪
How
儿？
does this province embrace the role of new type of industrialization? And how fresh is this new type of
说到西部，
industrialization?
说到
Thank you
甘肃
very much for your question.
大
Talking
家会
about
想起东
the
黄
western
河
part
道
of China and Gansu, you will think of the ancient Silk Road, the Dunhuang Grotto, and also the camels and merchants team. Apart from the fine and profound history,
就开启了中国
in
西部近代工业
1872,
文明的先河。
we have actually
这里曾创造了
pioneered
多个
China's
共和国第一，
modern
建成了
industry
新中国
with
第一
the
个
Northwest China Industrial Bureau. We had the first oil field of China. We also launched the first manned satellite and also the first manned space program
就是新中
from
国工业发
northwestern
展
part of China.
光
So
辉历程的缩影。
the province of Gansu has witnessed China's industrial development over the
新工业
years.
化
Talking about the new type of industrialization, what comes into your mind might be those new and killer products of the country. Actually, it is not entirely so. Let me share with you one story.
是我们西北地区的
Jiaoju
特色风味儿，但很少有人想起它可以发展成一种产业。
especially in northwestern part of China, no one thought that it could become a special industry in China. We had a college graduate called Wang Jun who used to work in coastal regions of China, and a couple of years ago he went back and focused on this Jiaoju industry. He's working together with Lanzhou University. After 14,000 experiments,
江水米线
he introduced Jiaoju instant noodles and rice noodles, which are very popular amongst
加的味
the
道。
general consumers, so that those working elsewhere, they can have a taste of home.
借着
of
这家民
Gansu.
营企业，通过
And
标
many
准化
people have
规模化
leveraged
规模化
this
数字化经营
opportunity to
走抓紧
support
特新的路线，
digitalized and
把
standardized
家庭作
operation
坊式的特色小吃
so that they
做成
can
了健
scale
康消
up
费产业，
this local specialty food into a successful
也
industry.
串起了
And they
当
have
地企业
also
种
come
植
up
户
with a
和务工人员的
bigger
支付链，
industry
让老
and
百姓
supply
在家
chain
门口就业
benefiting
带
a
动
great
他们
number of
服务
people so that people
逐
can
步
work
形成
right
中小企
in
业
their homes.
特色产业集群，而这也正
And
是
gradually,
新型工业
a
化的
small industrial
新时代
cluster has been formed
我们
in
作为
Gansu.
老工业基地，
We are a old
强
industrial
经济
base.
必须强工业，
To flourish our economy, we have to boost our
生活实质
industry.
引大引强，
And that is why over the years we have been bringing in
抓招商引资，
front-running major enterprises so as to improve the modern information-based economy and develop the
学过重
high-quality
要的新能源。
new quality productive forces, and we have been developing new energy and new energy equipment manufacturing base and new material manufacturing base. And now in Gansu, you can see a lot of wind farms, which is
传统产业
reminiscent of a on the land three-gorges dam.
老树花信仰，
And we're also leveraging digital technology.
世界500强企业京川集团
Jingchuan Corporation, which is sitting on the land of nickel, within half a year, it has developed a new material,
长期依赖进口的难题。
filling the gap of raw material and new material in China. In Lanzhou, we have a modern physics research laboratory,
重离子加速
which
器
independently rolled out a heavy plasma accelerator, and right now its technology is applied in multiple sectors in Gansu. Gansu today is taking the right of China's rapid development, and we are implementing the concept of new type of industrialization in every sector so that we can demonstrate new endeavors and new successes. We sincerely hope that all the friends and investors can come into Gansu to have a taste of our beef noodle and to have a taste of our local specialty food. Thank you. Thank you to all the 3 members.
Now, let's welcome the second group of members. Please introduce yourselves. Hello everyone. I am CPPCC member and I come from Hunan, from the grassroots level. Hello everyone. My name is Tang Xudong, CPPCC member from Xiyuan Hospital. Good morning everyone. My name is An Ting from CPPCC International Cultural Development Corporation. Now we open the floor to questions.
请东西这位穿蓝色西服的女记者提问。
谢谢主持人。
Thank you.
湖北日报记者提问。
From Hubei
我的问
Daily.
题提给舒勇委员。
My question goes
作为一
to
名
Shu
文艺
Yong.
工作者，
As an
您认为国家文化符号
artist,
意味着什么？
what
您
do you
对
think
打
does
造
it
国家文化
mean
符号、
to
传播
create
好中华
the
文
symbol
化、
for
讲
China?
好中国
And
故事
what do you think
有
you
哪
can
些体
do
会
to
和建议？
contribute
谢
to
谢。
tell the Chinese story and to create the symbols to represent China? Thank you for the questions.
美术工作者，我要常常去到全
As
球
a person coming from the artistic circle, I will stage exhibitions nationwide. Every time I paid visit to a new place, I intuitively searched for something I was familiar with to lead the way.
悬挂有五星红旗，
Once I could find the symbols like the Chinese logos or the red flag
又有了信心，
or the
不再会
lanterns,
觉得迷茫。
I
正是
was
这些
emboldened,
亲
and I
切
could
的熟悉的
find my
文
way
化符号
out because of those
它给予
familiar
了我信心
symbols
和力量。
representing China.
在这些年，
They
这个不断地
rendered
与国际朋
hope
友们交
to
往的
me,
过程里面，
and
我
in those
看到了
years,
一个新的现
in the
象。
process of
他们
my
在谈论
international
中国的时候，
communication, I
他们
found
告诉
something
我
interesting,
不仅仅是
and they
提
told
到
me
这
that
个长城故宫，
whenever
他们
they
非常
thought
热心
about
地告诉
China,
我，他们
not only
做过我
Great
们的高
Wall
铁，
or the Palace Museum would come to their mind, but they also had experiences of, for example, enjoying the roasted ducks or buying the NEVs from China.
这个湖南老家的地道
Sometimes they said that they even have tasted the food from Hunan province. Those made in China
鲜活的文化
examples are becoming the cultural symbols of China.
背景的人们连接在
People from different
引发
backgrounds in the
共识
world
产生共识
are
达
taken
到
together. They could feel compassion for us, and
背后的
I think those could represent the significance of cultural symbols. The Chinese civilization is grand and profound with a long history. Starting from the Chinese civilization, how could we create the cultural symbols of this new era? That's the question in my mind for a very long time. And in China, there is a saying that we should come up with new ideas in the new circumstances. So the Chinese civilization could be the carrier. And against the background of unprecedented transformations in this new era, communication is ever more important. So, following the prototype of Zhaozhou Bridge, I also took into consideration of the examples of the worldwide constructions to create a new example. And I hope to follow the spirit of building a community of shared future for mankind. And when that new bridge was exhibited worldwide, the beautiful intonations of the Chinese culture left a deep impression on people from the world. So the Chinese voice was transmitted to every corner of this world. And I hope to create better cultural symbols to represent China, and that is one good way to tell Chinese story in this new era. However, to create the national level cultural symbols take a long time. It's a systemic national project, and we must elevate it to be a national strategy in our actual execution process. After 10 years of experience accumulation, our new bridge was a familiar symbol to everyone right now, but it's still just the beginning. And in the future, in about 100 cities around the world, we will create 100 Silk Road gold bridges alike. I hope that the Chinese culture and civilization could be more influential and better present the amicable image of China. China's modernization will be more understandable to the world. Thank you.
好，谢谢委员。请记者提问。
Next question, please.
请西区那位穿白色西服的女记者提问。
谢谢主持人，我是人民政协。
Thank you. I'm with People's CPPCC. My question is to Tang Xidong. In the fields of traditional Chinese medicine, you have many years of practice. And tell us the advantages of TCM. And what are the better approaches to better leverage the role of TCM? Thank you for your question. Over the past 3 years, during the fight against COVID-19, we have used both Western medicine and traditional Chinese medicine. The particular value and efficacy of TCM has been demonstrated so that the profound TCM has garnered new glory. For TCM, it might seem magical and mysterious. It is difficult for people of contemporary times to understand the theory of TCM, but it's truly magical. It can cure cold and chronic disease and very difficult diseases. We have many different types of diseases, for example, herpes, and when you have it, it's very itchy. And if you use TCM, such as acupuncture and cupping, it can cure the pain and remove the disease very quickly without giving you any side symptoms. And also we have some high coughs. In Chinese traditional medicine, we call it the wind coughing. Apart from that, the wisdom and practices of TCM have been deeply rooted into the life of ordinary Chinese. For example, if you have inner heat and fever in summer, you can simply drink some soybean soup. You can also practice the Ba Duan Jin boxing. You can do some workouts. Then it's very conducive to your health. The special characteristics and advantages of TCM can be summarized as comprehensive thinking, dialectical thinking. It's believed that man are an integral part of nature, and we also advocate targeted and precise medicine. We look at the different symptoms and characteristics of different symptoms, and when we are curing patients, we look at the patient systems in general and as a whole, and then we come up with a comprehensive and targeted solution. And this is very good and effective to chronic diseases. Reality has shown that the experience of TCM has been very useful, and to you has worked out Ottoman signing, which is out of the inspiration from thousands of years ago. And in recent years, some of the major decisions have been, there are some major decisions made by CPC Central Committee and the government. And last year, China has introduced the rejuvenation plan for major TCM practices. TCM is an embodiment of the Chinese philosophy, the Chinese wisdom, as well as the Chinese thinking on health for millennia. It is a national treasure of China, and also the key to the civilization of China, and right now TCM has spread to more than 190 countries in the whole world. So we need to refresh and we need to further paint the credit card of China's TCM, and make the best use of this shining card, so that in the future I believe that different authorities should work together, and TCM soups and TCM tablets, they can be subject to standardized and systemic regulation and management, so that the consumers, they can truly be entitled to good medicine. We also need to strengthen research on the application and research of TCM. In particular, we have to focus on pre and early warnings, and also carry out researches on how to cure major diseases using both TCM and the Western medicine, so that TCM can truly benefit the whole world. Thank you.
请记者提问。
Next
请举
question.
手示意。好，东区中间这位穿白色西服的女记者。
谢谢主持人，我是澎湃新闻的记者，我的问题想提
Thank
给
you
安婷委员。
from the paper,
作为一
and
名
my
扎
question
根一
goes to
线的
Member
文艺工
Anting.
作者，您觉得
As
在
an
一部部
artistic
经典的文
representative
艺
in the
作品中，
grassroots
真
level
正
in
打
one
动
classic
大家的内
artistic
核是什么？
masterpiece, what
您
do
认
you
为应该
think
如
is
何
the
打
thing
造老百
that
姓喜欢的、
could
能打动人心的
be
经典
felt
舞台艺术
by
作
the
品？
audience,
谢谢。
and how to create a classic masterpiece that could touch people's souls? The general public prefer to enjoy and appreciate those artistic examples. And it's the same thing with me. When I was young, I preferred one show, and when the last message was sent by the performer, I seemed to hear the sounds of this person sending the radio waves. And years after, we could present the 5G technology on the stage. And in the show, the protagonist Li Xia gave farewell to the family members. And this person knew exactly that he was unable to see his child to be born in the new China. And there were so many heroes in the revolutionary years, just like Li Xia, who have disappeared like him, just like the radio waves disappearing in the air. But because of those people, happiness was shared among more people. And we are never in shortage of heroes or the masterpieces to give our tributes to the heroes. We need to use more good works to tell the stories of those people. And allow me to share one with you. When we practiced the play called The Triangle Hill to better present this battle, in the hottest season, all our performers turned off the fans and the air conditioners. 16 performers shared with each other one bottle of water. Under the temperature of 40 degrees, they crawled on the floor wearing thick layers. I think it's nothing compared to the real battlefield, but we still hope to do our bit to show what our volunteering fighters have been through to bring us a happy life today. Every time when the show was over, on the stage, all the performers would sing the song called My Motherland. And when the first lyric was sung out, all the audience would sing along with the performers. In those moments, I think even the makeups fade away on the faces of our performers, and the audience have tears in their eyes. The song was not over, and the show will be on forever. Those past times have seen a rising number of heroes. There are so many good examples of the era to be staged. We believe that with the long river running forward, love will linger on, just like faith. And when we look at the bright lights at night time and think back about those touching moments on the stage, you would agree when I say that it is thanks to the people to create such a plateau of heroes. And the Chinese style of modernization is the grandest stage for all Chinese people.
谢谢
Thank
安委
you.
员，感谢3位委员接受采访。
Thank you very much to the 3 members of CPPCC.
下面有请第3组委员
Next.
入场。
Let's bring on the next batch of CPPCC members.
请委员做自我介绍。
Please introduce
大家
yourselves.
好，我是全国
Good
政协
morning.
委员邓宁，来自重
I'm
庆。
CPPCC member Deng Ling. I
大
come
家好，
from
我是
Chongqing.
全国政协委员梅
Good
玉
morning.
来
My
自
name
新
is
疆
Mei
水
Yu, a CPPCC member. I come from the
大家
Xinjiang
好，
Water
我是全国政协
Conservancy
委员达瓦
Group.
顿珠，来自西
Good
藏
morning.
地区农
My
牧
name
科
is
学院
Dawa Denju, a CPPCC member. I
请
come
记
from
者
the
提问，
Xinjiang Agriculture
请举手
Academy.
示意。
Now the floor is open.
好，请西区那位穿褐色
First
西服
question,
的
please.
女记者提问。
谢谢主持人，我是中国社会报记者。
Thank you. I'm with
我的问题
China
提给邓
Society
作
Daily.
为
My
参与
question
过社
is
区
to
工作的委
Deng
员
Ling.
请您介绍一
You
下
are
社
a
区服务
CPPC
对
member
群
who
众
used to
生活
work
带来
at
的
the
变化
community
并
level
就
and
进
tell
一步
us
提升社区服务
what are the
水
new
平
changes
满
of
足
community
群众新期待
services
谈谈
and
看法
what
谢谢
it is your opinion to improve the experience of those who live at the grassroots community. Thank you very much. Each and every one of us
是我们共
live in
同
a
生活的
social
家园
community and
它
it's our
承
home.
载着人民群众
It
对
embodies
美好生活
people's
的期待。
expectation for a better life. I believe that the services at your doorstep is closely related to your happiness and security. A few days ago, at Yuzhong district of Chongqing, I paid a visit to a community. I saw a 80-year-old. I was told that because of his age, he's suffering a lot of difficulties in purchasing the daily groceries and cooking. But right now, we have a community-level cafeteria, which offers fresh food to the elderly in the community. And we also have all sorts of community activities that the old couples are now feeling very satisfied. So community service aims at delivering convenience and happiness to all the residents. And we also have the party mass service center. We have a convenience service center, and many of the communities they have a elderly care center. They also have a nursery center for the kids and the elderly, and we give particular support to the vulnerable. So each community is related to the success of a society as well as the success of a nation. According to the 14th five-year plan, there are a great portion of content that is about community service. I believe that in the future there will be more and better services at the community level for our residents. For the second part of your question, well, let me tell you that I have been engaged in community service for quite a number of years. What I feel very strongly is that community service is a big chorus which requires the support and participation of all sides. We are right now piloting a new approach which we try to mobilize resources from all sides to solve people's sorrows and pains. I paid a visit to the Liangjiang New District of Chongqing. At Xingfu Road, I met with Madam Wang, who is sitting on a wheelchair, but she gives people this feeling of confidence and optimism. But after learning her story, I was more than touched and inspired. He was paralytic when she was born. Prior to the age of 36, she has been confined in her home. She didn't know how to communicate with the outside. Thanks to the support of community volunteers and community workers, she walked out of her door and became part of the society. She herself even became a volunteer at her community, delivering more warmth to people around her. So this is how people support each other in a mutual way, and there are countless stories of this kind. Our home is the smallest nation, and our nation consists of millions of households and families, and we as the party and the CPPCC, we aim at delivering warmth to millions of
谢谢邓
households.
委员。
Thank you.
请记者提问，
Next
请
question.
举手示意。请东区这位川记者提问。记者提问。
谢谢主持人。中央广播电视总台央广
From
记者提问。
CMG.
我的问题想提给
My
梅玉委
question
员。
goes to
梅委
Member
员
Mei
您好，
Yu.
您来
Good
自大
morning.
美新疆，新疆做好
You
水
come
文
from
章
the
有哪
beautiful
些
province
故
of
事可以和我们
Xinjiang,
分享？
and
您
you're
认
in the
为
business
让
of
水
water
资源成为
conservancy.
中
So,
国经济
do you
社
have
会
any
高质量
stories
发
to
展的
share?
原
And
动
for
力
water
有什么
resources
秘
to
诀？
become the everlasting driver behind high quality economic growth? What are the factors that play? Thank you for the questions. Xinjiang is very special. It's a dry inland province. The average occupancy of water resources is about 3,227 cubic meters per person, ranking among the top in China.
仅为全国的1/6。
But the unit water content is only above 10,000 cubic meters. That's about 1/6 of the national average. But we have been doing one thing, that is to have highly efficient utilization of water resources to support high quality growth. So now I would love to share with you about the stories of water resource tapping in Xinjiang. In Kashgar County of Xinjiang,
生活着116户塔吉克牧民。
there were about 116 households living there, having difficulties to have drinking water. In the summertime, they have to live along the waterway, distant from the settlement.
2023年
In 2023, I visited this village. In the summertime, the villager took me to his home, showing me the water tap, saying that that was the most treasurable thing in my family. We could have access to the drinkable water now. And according to my knowledge, in 2018, the local government invested 3 million RMB yuan to solve the drinking water issue. And for every household, the investment amounted to over 110,000 RMB yuan. And there are 67 such places in Xinjiang, just like that village. And we have gone all out to solve the last 1 kilometer issue to access the drinking water. And according to the statistics, since the 13th five-year period in Xinjiang, we have invested 19 billion RMB yuan in total to complete 28 drinking water projects.
农牧村饮水问题
And about 3,366 villages have solved the problem of drinking water.
重新实现了放心舒心
Now people could be reassured to access the drinking water.
叫做
Another story to be shared.
新疆七台县
In Chitai County of Xinjiang province, which was
同时也是全国
deficient in drinking water, and it's also the base for the grain production, contributing to the whole province's grain production. In Yaozhan's village of that county, it's another good example.
200,000亩耕地
There were about 25,000 mu arable land. We built pipelines to irrigate the farmland, and we also could offer smart technologies to the farmers. The unit yield has created new records for years in a row. Meanwhile, we have transmitted the good examples to have a contracted arable land of 250,000 mu, and the disposable income was over 30,000 RMB yuan per capita last year. And we have also established efficient irrigated arable land amounting to about 6,000 mu. So that was above the national average. Especially last year,
粮食播种面积的增量
the sowing area increased and the total yield also rose up, ranking the top in China.
我们坚信
So we are convinced that as long as we aim at the target and continue the efforts, Xinjiang will have a more promising future.
谢谢每位委员，请记者提问，请举手示意。请东区
Next question,
这位
please.
灰色西服的记者提问。
谢谢主持人，我是中广记者。
Thank you.
我
I'm
的问
with
题寄给达瓦
China
顿诸委员。
Broadcasting News,
新
and
科
my
是
question
这样的
is
桥梁是错
to
误。
Dava
作为
Dunju.
青科研究的专家，您当前
And
关注
barley
青科哪
is
些方面的
one
研究？
local specialty
有什
of
么具体进
Xizang.
展？
As an expert
另外，
in
随着科研成果的
barley,
持续转化和推广，
what is
下一
your
步
research
如何实现
achievement
青科产量更高，
recently, and how do you
综合
plan
效益更
to
好？谢谢。
improve the production
谢谢您，
and overall yield of
谢谢
barley?
您对西藏
Thank you very much for your
根在高
question,
原，心系国事，不懈奋
and
战
thank you
是
for
我们
paying attention to the highland barley of Xizang.
每一位科技工作者的真实
We, as a
发展高原农业。
Scientech practitioner, we have been
我从事青科
working
研究
for
有15
decades
年，
in
在
Xizang.
西
I have
藏
been
青歌试煮法
researching
还用来
barley
做
for
糌粑
15
青歌
years.
可以说，
In
青歌啊
Xizang, barley
贯
is
穿的是
used
西藏的
to
昨天、
manufacture
今天和
wine.
明天。
So
对青歌
barley
事业的
has
执着和
told the
经验
story of
始终伴随我
Xizang
们每
of
一位
yesterday,
青歌
today,
研
and
究者的
tomorrow.
前行的历程。
So
这些
barley
年，我
has
们团队
also
一直在研究
witnessed
如何
our
改良
research
冬青歌
journey,
来
and in
优
recent
化
years
调
we
整
have
西
been
藏的
refining
冬
the
青
wind
在保
barley so
障
as
粮食
to
产量的同时，
optimize
提
the
高土地
green
生育效率，
structure
保护
of
好生态
Xizang,
环境。
and in meantime we
与这
can
个春青歌
protect
不
the
同，
soil and
冬青
the
歌是10
eco
月份播
environment.
种，
Winter
4月
barley
7月
is
收
sold
因此
in
收获冬青
October
歌之
and
后，可以
harvested
再复种一
in the
次。
next
这样一
July.
来，我们既可以实现这
So
个
this
粮食增产，
allows
同
us
时我们
to
还可以利用
improve
这个
the yield
附
of
种的豆子
barley,
丝藻的
and
生物污染的
also
作用
we
来
can
改善耕地质量。
use
而且
some
更重要
new
的是，提高
biotechnology
了冬季
to
植被的覆盖度，
improve
并且
the
为野生
production.
禽类提供
In the
这个
meantime,
冬季
we
的食
have
物，而且
dramatically enhanced the green coverage so that we can fight against soil erosion.
畜有草，地有肥，鸟有屎。
So at the end of the day, we can use the barley straw to feed the
在嘉
cows.
峪乡，老百
I
姓
paid a visit
收
to
获冬
a
青歌
county
之后，
in
在
Xizang.
复
I
种
saw the
收获
farmers
荞麦籽粒以后
um,，
研发各种
replanting
荞麦的产
the
品
winter
这样
barley
子呢，
after their
老百姓
autumn
的收入提
harvest.
高了，
This, on the
主要
one
是
hand,
这
has
个
increased
耕地的
their
价值
income.
得到了最大化，
On the other
而且
hand, they
有
have
效地保护了
maximized
土壤。
their farming activity and protected the soil conditions. You also asked about
效益。那么
the overall efficiency of barley plantation. In 2023, green output reached more than 1.8 million tons, and this is mainly contributed by barley. In Ningzhi County of Lhasa, we have piloted this modern agriculture using drip irrigation from winter barley to the change of planting style of the ordinary cabbages. This is a hard journey. We have received great support from the CPC, and our cutters and the general public have been working very hard at the same time, so we can truly improve the yield of barley. And right now, in the Xizang Autonomous Region, all the people working together, we have made historic and unprecedented progress in social and economic development, and we have one very clearly defined goal, and that is to cultivate the cold-resistant winter barley that can grow at the altitude of more than 3,800 meters, so that we can truly make great technological support to plateau agriculture, so that we can improve agricultural production and support the peaceful coexistence of man and nature. One of my masters told me that we are rooted on the plateau, but we have to carry with us the whole picture of the country. And in about 3 months, the winter barley will become ripe, and it's a very beautiful scene. I hope that you can find time to visit Xizang. I believe that as long as we work together, we can deliver a beautiful Xizang in the future. Thank you very much to Dawa, and thank you to all the 3 CPPCC members for answering the questions. Thank you to all the journalists. And this is the end of today's Members Corridor. On the morning of March the 10th, we're going to host the 3rd Members Corridor. Please stay tuned. Thank you very much.